Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Monica. I like to post anti-MLMs, that's anti-multi-level marketing, and some true crime content here on this channel. So if any of that interests you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. In today's video, I am bringing you anti-MLM content, so of course, just as a disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only and just my opinions. Today I'm going to have a little bit of a reaction video. We're going to very briefly go over one specific MLM that I'm going to be diving into in the future. It is a project video that I'm going to be working on, so I just wanted to kind of bring some awareness to this MLM before I do a full-blown deep dive, because there are just a lot of very problematic things going on with that one. Huge shout out to Mombi over on Instagram and Facebook, because she is the one that I have gotten pretty much a lot of information from, and then of course my own research as well, but a lot of the posts that I'm going to share today are going to be from Mombi. So that's one of the main subjects that I wanted to talk about. But before we do that, there are a few other things I wanted to react to, just a couple of things here and there. Hey guys, Editing Monica here. I wanted to quickly interrupt this video and just say that at this point I was talking about Black Oxygen Organics, and I did film this video a few weekends ago. So since then, Savannah Marie has come out with an amazing deep dive into this company. I highly recommend watching it. I will leave it linked below. Also, I know that Kat Benson, at the time of filming this video, is working on getting her video released at some point this week. So I will link her video below as soon as that comes out. In addition to that, I wanted to quickly say thank you to Dainty for becoming a patron. Your support means so much, and thank you so much to all of you who watch my videos and just support me, whether it's with a comment, a like, or a dislike, or just a view. I really appreciate all of you that come here to my videos and just give me the time of day. So anyway, let's get back to the video. The first one is, okay, some of you may know who this person is. I'm going to scooch over for the reaction portion of this, but some of you may know who this person is. I'm going to just cross out their name and everything, but this is a pro MLMer who has reacted to anti-MLMers, who is now also doing very, I think they're cringy. But very cringy, like little skits on Instagram and stuff like that, trying to, I guess, debunk what we're saying here on the anti-MLM side. I've never had an encounter with her, but I know plenty of people who have. And the reason why I'm crossing out the name of this person is just because I don't want to give her the satisfaction of giving her any more attention, at least attention to the point where, oh, let's go look at who she is, kind of a thing. This way she can be kept anonymous and we can just kind of break down what she's talking about. Because when I first saw this, I laughed a little bit, and I did send a screenshot of it to anti-MLM Boss Babe on Instagram, because again, this pro MLMer is trying so hard to debunk what we say all the time, but she fails to mention other things, and this post is a perfect example. So it's a screenshot of an FTC article that says FTC sends letters warning 50 more marketers to stop making unsupported claims that their products and therapies can effectively prevent or treat COVID-19. That article was written on May 21st of 2020, and she put her own little caption in there saying, none of them were MLM companies, ... And her caption of the post says, just as an FYI, and she tagged anti-MLM. So clearly she's trying to get more attention, get more eyes on her, but girl, it's so cringy, especially because let me pop up on the screen right now the two articles from the FTC that did show that it was sent, that there were letters sent to multi-level marketing companies. I didn't think I would have to go over this again since I already made a video about this last year, but the first article was from April 24th of last year, 2020. And the title says, FTC sends warning letters to multi-level marketers regarding health claims and earnings claims they or their participants are making related to coronavirus. It says doTERRA, Prove It, Total Life Changes, Trenon, some of these I haven't heard of before. Modere, Arbonne, ID Life LLC, It Works, Rodan and Fields, and Zervita. So that's the first article that this pro MLMer failed to put in their post. The second article, the second round, if you will, it says FTC sends second round of warning letters to multi-level marketers regarding coronavirus-related health and earnings claims. Those were sent on, or that article was written on June 5th of 2020. And the list of the different MLM companies are Isagenix, Juice Plus, Melaleuca, Youngevity, Vivri USA LLC, and Plexus. So if this pro MLMer is going to be sharing information and is going to be attempting to debunk what we say, which is fine. She's entitled to go ahead and try to debunk what we say here. She's entitled to give her own opinion because, I mean, she's entitled to that. So if she wants to sit there, that's fine. But if you're going to try to show your audience, because she has also in the past said that anti-MLMers like myself or other content creators, she specifically said YouTube, but I group everybody in as a content creator who's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, even Reddit. I think that there's a lot of content creators from all different sides. Oh, TikTok, that's another one. But I kind of, when I say content creator, I'm not just talking about just specifically YouTube. I'm talking about everybody. And if she is going to sit there and say that we're brainwashing our audiences, well, I'm sorry, but you're withholding information from your audience by saying that the article that's up there right now that was on May 21st of 2020, and she posted this a few days ago. This isn't like she posted this last year or something before the other articles came out from the FTC. You can't sit here and say that someone like myself is brainwashing my audience to be anti-MLM or to agree with what I'm saying, because I have people in my comment section all the time that disagree with me that are anti-MLM. I also have pro MLMers that come here and disagree with me. Some of them even agree with me on certain points, but disagree with me on other points. That's fine. I welcome that. I encourage it. But like I said, you can't say that we're brainwashing our audiences when you're leaving out information because you're saying none of these were MLM companies. So in my head, that would make me think, oh, well then what are these warning letters that all of these anti-MLMers are talking about then? If she's telling me that they're not MLM companies, well, there were 2 articles written by the FTC last year. And again, I just listed off all of the companies that got those warning letters sent to them. So just as an FYI, this next video is an Instagram reel. It's an anti-MLM Instagram reel, but I can't play the audio because I don't want to get a copyright. But at the end of because there's like a song that plays in the background, at the end of it, when it shows, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. But at the end of it, as soon as it shows something that's an MLM product, it was set up perfectly, and they just say, "What the is this?" So let's just watch this one real quick. I'm sorry. I know. I probably laughed a little too much at that. The first time I saw it, I laughed really hard, but I probably laughed a little too hard at that. This kind of stuff sadly happens to me all the time. Because living in the South, I have never seen so many MLMs run rampant until moving here. Because of course, I'm not saying that they don't exist up north, they do. But down here, it's not just one MLM, it's 2, 3, 4 MLMs that people are doing. And so this kind of stuff happens to me all the time. And I like to pick and choose my battles, so to speak, when it comes to this. I did write a post for one of my anti-MLM Monday posts for my blog. I did talk about how to decline a pitch from a friend or a family member. And I did say in there that sometimes you just have to kind of feel the situation out and see, because some people will say, don't educate them at all. Others will say tough love is the best approach. Others will say kindness is the best approach. I kind of say you have to gauge the situation. But yeah, so I know that I kind of went off on a tangent, but I really wanted to share that video because I thought it was funny. But this next video is, it's a series of Insta stories that one of you had sent me over on Instagram. It is a Monat rep. So we're going to go over what she has to say in her Insta stories. So yeah, let's just get into it.
Let's talk about that, shall we? Because I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about it. So that's She is a friend of mine. She is one of my uplines in this business. And she basically just got into the $3 million club, which means that she has earned $3 million in commissions. This is not $3 million in sales. This is $3 million in her pocket over 4 years. And you do the math. Like that is insane. And she didn't start the business making that kind of money. She started the business at zero, like every other person does.
But I actually do know who she's talking about, the rep that she's talking about, because I've reacted to her here on this channel before. And when I reacted to her on this channel, that rep, her upline, the one that just hit the $3 million club or whatever, which doesn't mean that she's a millionaire. It just means that she made that much in commissions. So that's not including expenses, fees, any kind of PV that she has to keep, anything like that. And that's not from commissions of just selling the product. That's from her massive team. But what I'm trying to get at here is she talked about in the video that I reacted to that she was or is a celebrity hairstylist. So while, yeah, she may have started at zero just like everybody else did, like how this rep is saying, but at the same time, did she really start at the same level as, I don't know, let's say someone who doesn't even have 100 followers on Instagram or someone who has a private Facebook or something like that? Did she really start off on the same level and at the same zero as this rep put on her story? Did she really start at the same level? Because the way that she talks, the way that she is, she also has I think it was with her children. She has like a blog or something like that she started. So she already had a network of sorts. She already had a clientele of sorts. Whereas Susie over here, who has 100 followers on Instagram, and it's a private Instagram, and those hundreds of followers are literally just her really close friends and family, do they really have the same starting point? Now, I'm not trying to be demeaning towards Susie over here, but did they really start off on the same foot? They did not, because this massive upline already had an upper hand, multiple upper hands at the time of starting her biz. But let's keep going.
She started the business at zero, like every other person does. But she showed up and she works her business and she grew a team and she pours into that team. And I'm on that team. And a lot of what I know is because of her. And she is literally so deserving. But this company has busted out almost 70 millionaires in less than 7 years. Think about that. So the reason that happens is because Monat pays better than any other company out there. We have the best comp plan.
Why does every single MLM rep or MLM company always say that they have the best compensation plan out there? I said this in, I forget what reaction video it was. It was a couple of reaction videos ago though. They all say the same thing, that, oh, it's the best comp plan. We get paid the best out of all of the other MLMs out there. But They all say it. It's so frustrating to hear that. And then when she said that Monat has had 70 millionaires or whatever, or like that have hit that millionaire club, don't get me wrong. There obviously, in order for an MLM company to be an MLM company, there has to be someone at the top making money at the top of the triangular like structure. But to say that they have 70 millionaires out of the entire company, cite your source. Where did you get that information from? Are they actually millionaires, or did they just make it to the millionaire club and that's just how much they made in commissions over a certain span of time? Because this upline of hers made $3 million over the span of 4 years in commissions. But that's not necessarily her take home. We don't know what she takes home because we haven't seen her taxes. So there's that. That's the one thing. And another thing, I'm going to pop it up on the screen, but I can't remember the exact number. It will be up on the screen. But according to the income disclosure statement, it was at 90-something% of Monat market partners are at the first, like the bottom of the triangle. But that means if they have 70 millionaires in the company, I mean, it's not, as you'll see, because she's going to say that it's there's an opportunity to make that kind of money. But according to that income disclosure statement, 90-something% of Monat reps are at that first level. So is it really that obtainable as she's making it sound in this video? Which you'll see in a second that that's how she's making it. She's trying to make it sound that way.
Comp plan. It is the most generous comp plan. We have people that look at our comp plans and are like, oh my God, you guys are crazy. Like, you are literally like giving them money away. But it's not giving it away, because you don't just sign up for this business and earn millions of dollars. It doesn't work like that. You got to sign up for the business and you got to work. You got to do the do. You got to show up. You got to, get after it. You got to throw your F's out the window. You have to get out of your comfort zone. But all of those things can equal life-changing income. And that's what happened to Christine. That's what happened to almost 70 other people in this company. And they make it available. Like, it is very, very attainable. And it's shampoo. Everybody uses it. And it's the best one out there. So wouldn't you want to look for an opportunity that at least gives you that as a possibility? Like, I'll be there. I'm almost there. Not almost.
As someone who has tested out the Monat shampoo way back in the day, and this is going back to probably in the earlier years of Monat, and this is before I was even anti-MLM. This is even before I did Beachbody. So this is going back. I'm sure their formulas could have possibly changed by now. But from my experience, from the product that I used, because my friend signed up with Monat, we're no longer friends because she doesn't like that I'm anti-MLM. So, there's that. But anyway, so she sent me some samples to try. It made my hair so disgusting. It looked like it was dead, and it looked like straw. It looked like it was breaking all over the place. But when you touched it, it was like greasy and gross, and I could not wash it out of my hair. It took a couple of tries for me to wash my hair to get it back to normal, because that's just how bad it was. It was disgusting. And I never, ever, ever used it again after that, because I thought it was terrible. I thought it was absolutely terrible.
I'll be there. I'm almost there. Not almost. I'm getting there. I'll be there next year. Anyway, if you are looking at this and you're like, well, that just sounds lofty. That's like, I just need to be able to pay my bills. I just need to be able to pay my gas. Like, the majority of people sign up for this business hoping to make a couple extra $100 a month. That's what I was kind of looking for. I'm like, I don't need this business, but a couple extra $100 a month could be cool. And now here I am, like, making a lot more than that. And a lot of other people are. So if you're looking at this and you're like, that's kind of crazy, like, you got to start somewhere. Started somewhere, and look at her now. So I just encourage you to ask the questions, reach out to me. If you have been thinking about this, let me know, because the worst that you can do is just be watching everybody's life changing. And I know change is scary, but it's even scarier to see all these things happening and you being in the exact same place. So I'm here to help you. We have insane incentives this month, which the opportunity to earn $1 million in itself should be an incentive, but other things. So just let me know, because I will send you a quick 8-minute video and then let me know what you think. Okay, so I was thinking the other day that we talk about this business and this opportunity so much, and we always talk about all the different things. But I feel like we don't talk about the heartbeat behind this company, which is gratitude, enough. And so I'm like, I just need to go on.
Why gratitude makes it more than shampoo. Yeah, that was the title of that. I guess there was an IGTV that she shared to her Insta story. So it's not the whole thing. It was just a little piece of it. And then, of course, she mentioned at some point that the incentive to earn $1 million should be enough, but there's so many incentives going on this month. I reacted to a monat rep, probably at this point 2-3 months ago or something like that. If I remember, I'll try to link the video. But in that video, the monat rep said the same thing, that there's an incentive to sign up this month because you'll get all of this for this lower price. So, and this is a few months ago. So, do you guys always have these incentives in order to just constantly have this marketing tactic of FOMO? Or is it really that you do have great incentives to join every single, like they're actually legitimately good incentives? I highly doubt that they're legitimately good incentives, and I think that it's just a marketing tactic, because we see these flash sales with Monat all the time. So please tell me again, why, like, they always have an incentive to join. It's not just this month. It's an ongoing thing.
So, funny story about that post that I just did about joining my team. So she found me randomly on Instagram, I think through Reels or like something, I don't know. And I think she I don't know, did she vote on one of my polls? I don't know. Anyway, she ended up expressing like interest in the business. So we got on the phone a couple days ago to chat about it, because that's what I do. I'll send you a video, you watch it. If it sounds like it's for you, I'll get on the phone with you, answer any questions you have. And at the end of that, you might be like, nah. But she was like, yeah. And on the phone, we realized that we basically live parallel lives. I'm like, I used to be a buyer for 15 years. And she's like, wait, I was a buyer. Where were you a buyer? And I said, what about you? And she was too. And it's like, we've had like very similar lives. And it was just like, I don't know, like fate, like put us in each other's paths. And she is a small business owner right now. And that's what I did after I stopped being a buyer. And it was just like, let me tell you what she is getting. Sorry, my hair is driving me nuts. What she is.
So they were both buyers for, I'm going to obviously bleep out the name of the companies because I don't want to give away these people's identities. And that's another thing. I say this in some of my videos, but if you know who this person is, please don't say their name in the comment section below, because your comment will be deleted, because that's not the purpose of why I do these videos. I'm trying to debunk what they say, and I'm also trying to, I guess in a way, show some of you, because I get messages all the time, hey, this person's saying this, how do I debunk it? So it's kind of a way for you guys to see how you can debunk certain things that these reps say as well. But so anyway, I'm going to be bleeping out the name and stuff like that of the company that they were buyers for. But if they were buyers for these companies, and she said she was one for 15 years, I mean, she's probably got some experience on her hands on how to handle herself, on how to handle certain situations. With having 15 years worth of experience of that in the fashion industry, because it is a retail brand, I mean, I would say that that experience has probably been helpful for her Monat biz. Another thing I'd like to add is I don't know if I fully believe that she went, because she said that they were both, her and this new person who signed up under her, that they both were small business owners after they had left their job as a buyer. But I don't know if Monat was her small business, because you're not a business owner if you're an MLM rep. I don't know if she's considering that her small business or if she had something in between that and Monat. But yeah, I find it hard to believe that you would go from being a buyer, and especially for 15 years, because that's a long time. That's a long time to be in unless if maybe she got bored or something. But to go from that, and if she did go straight to Monat, I don't see that Monat being as great when it comes to compensation and stuff like that as a company that she's been at for 15 years. I don't know.
She is getting, sorry, my hair is driving me nuts. What she is getting by signing up this month, okay? She is officially first month qualified for our free trip to Vegas in April, okay? She is getting a free virtual ticket to Monations next month, which is going to be life-changing and insane. She is getting a 5-day crash course starting September 1st from 5 of the top people in this business on how to launch her business successfully for free. She also has the opportunity to earn extra free products if she hits a certain amount of PV, which is personal volume this month, which I'm going to help her do. She's getting all the perks just for signing up. Plus, she gets a free website. She gets all the training from me. She gets to have her own business and share a product that every single person uses and loves. So I'm so excited to have you. Let's freaking do this.
How are those incentives? Some of those things are things that should come along with you signing up for an MLM company. Like the training and stuff. Yeah, you should be getting training when you sign up for something. You get training at a 9 to 5. A lot of MLM reps love to hate on 9 to 5s, but you get training when you go to a 9 to 5. Some of this stuff, yes, you do have to learn from experience. Some of the things you can train all you want, but until you actually physically do it, it's not going to, maybe not necessarily not click, but you're going to get more experience by actually doing something than just learning about it. But when you join an MLM company, there should be training involved. That should not be an incentive to join. Training should be provided to you. Along with that, we know that these trips are not free. We know that. So they really need to stop saying that. But then the free website, yeah, that's part of the starter pack. When you pay for it, you pay a fee every single year to keep your website up and running, for Monat to keep your website up and running. So it's not a free website. You're paying for it. So you guys let me know what you think of that video below. Now I'm going to get into this MLM, and I never thought that these words would come out of my mouth, but it's an MLM where some reps are consuming dirt. Yep. It's called Black Oxygen Organics, and like I said in the beginning of this video, I am going to do a full deep dive into that. But for the time being, I just want to bring a little bit of awareness to the company. And if you are looking for a great Facebook group to be a part of, to either see these cringy posts from MLM reps, some of them aren't even cringy, some of them are just downright concerning and need to be reported to the FTC and the FDA and everything like that. So, and there's also a lot of just great information in this group. It's called Boo is Woo. And it is run by some people that I know. So I highly recommend joining that group if you want to learn more about this. I'm going to just briefly go over some posts, and these are the ones that I got from Mombi over on Instagram. So it says, have you heard of the MLM Black Oxygen Organics, aka Boo? It's a new MLM that sells dirt. Yes, you read that right. Dirt. Reps bathe in it, use it as a face mask, and worst of all, drink it. They also use it on their children and their pets and stuff like that. The group Boo is Woo has, yeah, they have evidence of that. Then it says, as if that wasn't bad enough, this company and its reps make some of the worst illegal false health claims I have ever seen. Not just the random rep make a claim here or there. All of the reps are making false claims constantly. I want to show you some examples of these claims. There's this one that says, I can't express how grateful I am for Boo. Did you know that all humans have parasites? What happens when you have parasites? A few symptoms of parasites include chronic fatigue, inflammation, weight gain, nutrient deficiency, migraines, candida, constipation, joint issues, anxiety. Parasites cause symptoms that seem to appear out of nowhere. Sugar addiction is a big indicator that you have a parasite infestation, as parasites feed and multiply off of sugar. What benefits can you expect from doing a fulvic acid parasite cleanse? Weight loss, increased energy levels, increased focus and memory, clear and healthy skin, increase in strength and stamina, boost mental well-being, healthy poo. Show me your #parasites, #black oxygen organics. So there are a few posts that I will also go over with you guys that I saw in another group. But before we get on to that, there's a few more things by Mombi that I wanted to go over. And it says, and it only gets worse. Allegedly, the bog from which Black Oxygen Organics gets its dirt is located directly next to a landfill. There's this one slide that Mommy put in her Insta stories that gives more information about it and shows information as to where we're getting this from, or sources, I guess you could say, of where we're getting this information from. This picture right here, it shows the Moose Creek Bog, and next to it is a waste treatment facility. There have been reps that have come out and said that we don't extract from this one bog that's next to this landfill. However, there's other clips and stuff like that out there that suggest otherwise. There's even a clip of the founder himself talking about how they extract from Moose Creek Bog. So that's something that this is why I want to do a little more research into this. As Mombi's one slide said, so what can we do? Report. You can find a link in my bio. I always have this link in my description box as well when it comes to reporting to the FTC. And I'll also leave a link to the Boo is Woo Facebook groups that you guys can join if you are interested. But there was this post in Boo is Woo, and I did ask one of the admins if I could share some of these posts. Because, it's just bad. But it says, fancy dirt. Side note, why do they all use their cookware for foot soaks and probably still cook in them too? Yeah, I'm never going to be able to accept anything from anyone in a baking tub thing like this. I'm just going to think that they did a foot soak in it. But anyway, then there's this. I saw this in another group that I'm a part of, and it says, this, my friends, is why I boo. After 51.5 years of daily, all day long wearing, I've thrown away my glasses. I've lost about 10 pounds of unwanted puffiness, no dieting or extreme workouts involved. My hair is getting even thicker and seems to be reversing some of the gray back to color, and it is the softest with the most body I have ever seen. I sleep more deeply than I probably ever have in my life, and I have consistent stamina all day long, even on nights that I don't get enough hours of sleep. Skin spots, age spots are fading away. Small moles or skin tags are shriveling. I'm getting comments like, you look really great. Are you doing something different? Yes, I am. I changed nothing except 7 weeks ago. I added one simple thing, just a tiny bit of this organic black dirt, and I quit taking nearly all of my other supplements. That was a lot. I look and feel better than I have in years, and my mind is so much clearer too. I cannot tell it all right now, except I thank God daily for these minerals and electrolytes. Organic fulvic humic acid, it's the real thing, baby. I'd love to tell you more. Yeah, so there's that one. Then there's this other one that I saw in that group as well. And it says, update on my finger. At my last appointment, I was told the pointy bit at the top was my bone showing through. The consultant wanted to do an amputation to reduce the bone and pull the skin over it. After 4 weeks of progress in healing the wound, I rejected the surgery and asked for more time to help grow my finger back. He gave me 10 weeks. I'm 13 days down the line and my bone is almost covered. If this is what Boo does on the outside, I can't begin to imagine what's going on inside. We genuinely have a wonder product here and I love it. I find it hard to believe that this is all because of some magical dirt. Here's another claim from a Boo rep. I just wanted to say, keep slaying those demons, girl. I can't thank you enough for sharing, Boo. I've been working with my type 1 diabetic daughter, of course, going against everything the medical community tells me to do. Give her whatever she wants and however much she wants to, just give her insulin to cover it. She does still take insulin, but we've had to lower her dosing on both of them. We started Boo 2 weeks ago, and her sugars have never been better. That plus the wisdom of the Lord to pull her off gluten, MSG, and corn products, and my baby's A1C went from 10.8 a few months ago to 6.0. Even her doctor was impressed. Thank you for faithfully and boldly sharing about healing the body. I am honestly at a loss for words on this one. I don't even know. I really don't even know what to say about that, besides it's very concerning because it worries me that someone might come across that and might actually. I have no words. But there's one last thing from Mombi that I wanted to share. That it says, it seems things are getting a little stressful for Boo. And this is from Black Oxygen Business Advocates. Update. Product is still shipping right now, but 500,000 bags of powder and 200,000 sets of tablets have been held by the FDA for inspection. This means that orders right now in the US are still shipping, but as soon as inventory runs out, which could be days to 2 weeks, we don't know, we are going to have a delay in the supply chain. The FDA could release the product literally tomorrow or 3 days from now or a week from now, but currently it could be held up to 6 weeks. This is just because the product is helping so many people, we're having different places paying attention to us. What does this mean? It means the company is succeeding like crazy, so it attracted attention. This will be a short-term thing, and corporate is going to continue to ship in more and more product, so even if they hold shipments in the future, we'll have 1 million bags of product in stock. Be sure to let everyone know that there may be an interruption in the supply chain and order as much product as possible right now before it goes out of stock in the US. I wonder if the FDA stepping in has something to do with the just insane claims that your reps are making about this MLM. I wonder if that has something to do with it. I don't know if there are too many reports from, the FTC or the FDA or if too many people have brought attention to the claims that I see are just, it's out there. Especially because there's also another page that says, it's called Boo Fulvic Minerals, and it has a Detox Symptoms list. This is all of the things that are on here. If you have that happen to you while you're taking Boo, they're trying to say that it's a detox symptom. Instead of saying, hey, go talk to your doctor, they say it's just a detox symptom because it says these include headache or migraine, brain fog, difficulty concentrating or mental confusion, constipation, diarrhea, bloating, gas or stomach pain, nervousness, mood swings, depression or anxiety, elevated heart rate, fatigue, excessive sweating, rash, itching, fungal infection, skin infection, breakouts or other skin issues, dizziness or nausea, swollen glands, increased heartburn or acid reflux issues, lack of appetite or uncontrolled cravings, especially sweets, food sensitivity, sore throat or dry mouth, breathing issues, congestion, sinus or respiratory problems, body odor, fever or flu-like symptoms, muscle, joint or body pain. And nowhere on this post by this page does it say, hey, speak with your doctor, seek out medical help or professional help, whatever they want to say, if any of this happens. No, it's just a detox symptom. I swear, these MLMs just get worse. Every time that I sit down to research for one MLM, or every time that I sit down to make a video, there's something even worse happening. Or I'll have people comment on a video that I make and they say, oh, this other creator on YouTube just made a video that is either similar or it has something to do with like the same topic of what the MLM rep was saying in their reaction video. And it's like, why? Why is it so common for all of this to just be so problematic? But in my head, I'm thinking, okay, so now these reps and their customers are consuming dirt. Was it not bad enough that they were already consuming essential oils? I'm at a loss for words. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. That is all that I have for you guys today. I think this video was a bit of a doozy, and I think we could all take a little bit of a breather and a break after this one. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys next time. This is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye!